Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So, a lawsuit was filed, and it's filled with quotes from fictional novels. It has a Wikipedia citation in it and typos. There's even a quote from Hitler. So, it's time for another episode of Get the Fuck Out.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I cannot. It's serious.
So, here's the deal. My Q pillow guy, Mike Lindell, somehow convinced a real live attorney to file a lawsuit for him that other attorneys are describing as, quote, nonsense, half-assed, a craptastic legal job filled with baloney and lunacy, and then my personal favorite, quote, a flaming bag stuffed with feces. And it appears that this attorney was fired after filing this 82-page flaming bag stuffed with feces. So here's what this is all about. Lindell decided that he was going to sue Dominion Voting Systems and Smartmatic. Lindell alleges that they're trying to stifle free speech. He's saying that Dominion is suing, using their lawsuit to prevent him from exposing the truth, and that they've teamed up with Smartmatic to take him down. They're colluding together. So he's asking the court to award him monetary damages because he claims that their actions are going to cost him like $2 billion in pillow sales. No, I'm not kidding. And I also am not kidding about what's in this so-called craptastic lawsuit. The beginning of each section contains a quote from various fictional novels, including George Orwell's book 1984, Fahrenheit 451, Shakespeare's The Tempest, and others. And they cited a Wikipedia entry to describe the lawsuits that were filed against Lindell. It reads, quote, warfare equals lawsuit plus warefare equals lawfare. I don't know. Right. So they titled each section of the lawsuit in a way to tie it to the quote. They had titles like The Rise of the Machines, Strange Bedfellows, Ghosts in the Machines, The Real Big Lie, and Shut Up or Else. Again, I'm not joking. This is so bizarre. So this work of nonsensical bullshit was filed by an attorney out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. His name is Alec J. Beck. At the time when he filed this lawsuit, which was literally just a few days ago, he worked for a firm called Barnes and Thornburg. Well, apparently Barnes and Thornburg were not too pleased. So they let Mr. Beck go, I believe within 24 hours of filing this BS lawsuit. So now Lindell is being represented like within days, again, within days of this being filed. That attorney's now off the case. He now has two other attorneys from the state of Texas, Douglas Daniels and Heath Novosad. And attorneys and legal experts from across the country are just having a field day with this. They're saying that it's clear Lindell is being taken for a ride because this lawsuit wasn't just laughable. According to attorneys who've looked at this and read through it, it appears to be written by someone who doesn't have a great grasp on the law. They say the suit points to several items and says that they're facts, when in reality, they're actually legal conclusions or allegations. And they also say there's a high probability this lawsuit is going to be thrown out because Lindell already filed a countersuit against Dominion with basically the same allegations. So there's no reason to believe that a court in Minnesota is going to allow a parallel legal action to continue when there's already a lawsuit pending concerning these same exact issues and parties. And Smartmatic hasn't sued Lindell. They're suing Fox News and some of their hosts and Giuliani and Powell, but they're not suing Mike Lindell. So why are they named in Lindell's bogus lawsuit? What have they done to him? It's very clear from all of this that Lindell genuinely believes what he's saying. Other people involved in this, like Rudy Tooty Giuliani and Sidney Powell, they don't believe a word of their own bullshit. They're grifters, they're attention whores. Giuliani admitted in court that the lawsuits he brought weren't fraud cases. He flat out said that to the judge in one case because he knows there is no fraud and he can't lie in court. He can't prove it, and he's not going to go in and lie in court. Powell, likewise, had to admit to the court that she said literally, quote, no reasonable person would believe what she said. But Lindell is another story. He has honestly bought into all of this. It's very obvious. And I think it's because he has so much money. I think he's hiring grifters who are pretending to do various forms of work for him in investigation, and they're telling him what he wants to hear. You know, I've seen some of this kind of echoed online where people say they've looked at some of the documents, some of the information that Lindell is putting out there as evidence of voter fraud or election fraud, I should say. And they're looking at it as experts in that field saying, this is so obviously fake. These are people who are tricking Lindell because he doesn't know what he's doing. They know Lindell has deep pockets. They know he's wealthy. I think they're just milking him for all he's worth. He clearly has no background in technology or computer systems or software or hardware. I mean, the guy doesn't know anything. Take a look at his so-called social media platform. He said it was going to put YouTube and Twitter to shame. It was going to take over. It's basically a website. It's basically a WordPress site. People with experience even looked at the back end, looked at their security and said, it's a joke. It could be hacked within minutes. And it's also still not up and running. It was supposed to launch months ago, and it's still not open for the public to use as a social media site. If you go to the homepage right now, it asks for visitors to sign up with their mobile number to access the site and to, quote, watch Lindell TV live. That's not what he promoted it as. He didn't say it's going to be Lindell TV. He said it was going to be a social media site like YouTube, but also with the function of Twitter. But then at the bottom of the screen, it still says, quote, begin speaking freely with, and then there's the icon for the Frank website, which is, again, literally so basic. It's just a speech bubble with the letter F inside of it. I mean, I have to wonder how many millions he may have paid to have that very unique logo created that I could have created in 2 seconds. So basically, Trump created a blog and Lindell created a vlog. But they both want us to believe that they've revolutionized social media. So, okay, sure. So the clown car is bursting at the seams. I can't believe they can even fit any more people in there, but apparently he just made a stop in Texas at a law firm, picked up 2 new passengers. Oh my God, these people. You literally can't make this shit up. It's so crazy. I think we really need to start considering that maybe Lindell is not well. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Lindell, not well. Maybe Randy Rainbow can make a song out of that. All right, guys, I will keep you posted on all of this lunacy. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.